Hey, fifth graders, this is Mrs. Schrader Shook, and I'm going to explain to you your reading activity from me this week. This is fifth grade Analogies number 2. You got started with Analogies number 1 last week. We're going to continue on with that. This is coming out Monday, September 28th. You have until Monday, October 5th at 8 a.m. to get that into me. If you get less than 7 slides correct, I will send it back to you to be fixed. All right, 16 slides altogether. Let's get started. Remember, analogies are relationships, which means you are finding things that are in common. So here we have arrogant is to humble as flawless is to something else. So this colon means is to. Then when it's a double colon, it means as. Then we have flawless with a colon is to, and we need to find what word connects with flawless the same way that humble connects with arrogant. Now, if I don't know some of those words, I need to look them up. Remember, on each slide, you're going to have a link that will take you to dictionary.com. I'll show you that in just a second. There are 2 things you need to do on each slide. First, you need to know what is the relationship between the first 2 members of the analogy. So what that means is this first part, these are the first 2 members of the analogy. It's what comes before those 2 colons there. So we have arrogant goes with humble. Now you have to figure out what is it that makes arrogant go with humble. So I can go to dictionary.com. Maybe I don't know what those words mean. So I can look up arrogant. Okay, so arrogant means making claims or pretensions to superior importance, overbearingly assuming, or proud. Okay, so what that means is when you're arrogant, it means you're just assuming that you know the answer right away. You're acting superior to someone else. So if you're really arrogant, then you kind of act like a know-it-all. So what does arrogant have to do with humble? So maybe I'm going to look that up also. Humble. Oh, look at that. Humble means not proud or arrogant. So that tells me it's the opposite of humble. So, or humble is the opposite of arrogant. So that means, opposite means it is an antonym. So what's the relationship between arrogant and humble? They are antonyms. So then I need to know, okay, flawless. I need to find the antonym to flawless. And flawless, what does that mean? Well, if I need to look it up, I can go back into dictionary.com. Flawless means having no defects, no faults, and so no blemishes, no, basically perfect. Okay, so flawless, what would mean the opposite of perfect? Pearl, window, detective, defective. Which word means the opposite of flawless? Once you know what it is, now let's say it's window, it's not window, but let's just pretend it's window. Then you would just put that up there. All right, so then that would be a completed first slide. So you need to have your reason that these 2 are connected, and then you need to have what would complete that analogy. Okay, so that would be 1 slide. You need to have the relationship and the correct analogy completion for it to count. Then you would go to slide 2. Alarm clock is to wristwatch as ricotta is to what? Now again, if there's any of those words that you don't know, you just look them up. You need to look up, have the relationship listed, and then which of these objects goes with the analogy. Crystal is to transparent as duckling is to what? What do crystal and transparent have as their relationship? Sailor is to crew as player is to what? What is the relationship between sailor and crew? You need to have the same relationship between player and either team, kicks, bats, or chess. Okay, so then you just follow that same thing. Now, any of these words on the bottom or the top are free game for looking up on dictionary.com. Then you can see it just goes through. We have slide 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh my gosh! Okay, so you have to have at least 7 of those correct. You have 15 to do all together. Then slide 16, I want to know how you did on this activity. Was this activity really hard? Was it hard, like it made you think, but it was still good, like you didn't feel like it was impossible? And then was it pretty easy? So you just need to rank what did you feel was this difficulty level for this activity. Then I want you to circle how much help you needed for this activity. Did you need a lot of help? Did you need some help or no help? Now, just because something's really hard, remember that could mean you got a lot of help because it was really hard, or maybe you got some help, or maybe it was really hard for you, but you still did it by yourself. You just need to be honest and mark how hard was it and how did you do. All right, I know this is a longer activity, but remember you have a full week to do it. So 15 slides to actually complete with, and then your feedback slide. All right, this is Mrs. Schrader-Shook with your reading activity. I hope you have so much fun looking up new words and developing your vocabulary. Have an awesome week, and I will see you next time.